Before we jump into this video, if you haven't done so already, be sure to go and subscribe to the channel. We're just past 1,000 subscribers and we're going to aim for 10k by 2024. So Luffy's Awakened Devil Root has been so much fun. It's been such a blast to go and see. It's honestly, I think, the greatest power in shonen history, and just from what little we've seen with Kaido and with Lucci, the sky's the limit, literally, for what Luffy can do in Gear 5, so I'm super excited to go and see what he does in the future. But the topic of this video is a very important one. Now that Luffy can seemingly do everything that he wants to in Gear 5, going really muscular like he does in Gear 4, and zip around really fast like he does in Gear 2nd, is there really a point for Luffy to go into any other gear form now that he can do anything he wants in Gear 5th? Like, what is the point of Luffy going into Bounce Man, into Snake Man, Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, when he can just do all that and so much more in Gear 5th, and how he can seemingly just switch it on the fly whenever he wants to? There is a certain pacing with Luffy's fights that we've dealt with throughout the entirety of the series, where Luffy will get beaten down, go into Gear 3rd, beaten down, go into Gear 4th, and then have a whole complete new form to take down the villain. Now, you have Luffy who can just seamlessly jump straight into Gear 5 and do everything in the previous gears. Is this going to cause some problem when it comes to pacing in the future from Luffy's fights? Or are you just going to be absolutely happy that Luffy jumps into Gear 5 and just does everything that we want him to? Because personally, when it came to the fights, I've always had this thought where, okay, when we're going to get into Gear 4, when we're going to have the next ability, there's sort of a predictable structure to his fights. But if we're going to jump into Gear 5, I think that's personally really, really fun. It's really exciting for me personally. But then the reason for this video is this poses a very, very important problem. Is it okay that all the other forms and all the other abilities that Luffy has had along the way, it's just completely useless now? Is that completely okay with you guys? And I want to go and know your thoughts in the comment section, because it comes off a little bit off for me personally. I think it's a little weird that all this stuff that we've dealt with throughout the entire of the series, it's just useless because Gear 5 can just override everything. Not to mention that Luffy just jumping straight into Gear 5 when he was fighting with Lucci shows that he can just do this on a whim. He can just do this. There's no sort of energy build up or anything. He can just switch it on into Gear 5 and just be completely overpowered in every aspect. And the fact that we haven't seen Luffy yet be truly hurt or serious, there was that one part at the very, very end of Kaido's fight where he did become a little bit serious, but the fact that he is so absurdly powerful and he is just laughing completely along the way, being completely silly and goofy, what is the extent of Luffy's power? Is it too overpowered, and is it too easy that Luffy can just do all of this stuff? Is there going to be a part to his ability that becomes difficult for him to use Gear 5? This is something that I'm wondering about as well, because it just seems way, way too easy. You can let me know your thoughts, but that's just what it's coming off personally, jumping straight into finding Luffy straight into Gear 5 with no hassle whatsoever. I'm expecting in the future, when it comes to Luffy's fights, there will be a similar structure once again, except when going into Gear 3, Gear 4 and ability, you will have him go straight into Gear 5, and then you'll have him bring out a whole new wacky form at the very, very end of the fight. That's how I see it moving forward. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree with my points, thinking that Gear 5 could potentially be too easy? Are you conflicted with having the other gears and the other forms being pretty much useless now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Once again, guys, be sure to go and like this video and subscribe to the channel in case you haven't done so already. I hope you have an awesome day. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next one.